So just have a seat. Um, we'll start, obviously it's stretch. So we'll just start with upper body, loosen things off, and then we'll slowly work our way down. So take your right hand out to the side. You just let your left hand relax in the lap and drop your head over to the left. Just start to stretch out through the right side of the neck. Breathe into it so you can feel that rise and fall in the chest. And with each exhale, there's a little bit more space, a bit more give. Just the weight of the head shifting over to the left, stretching out that right side. And then keep the head leaning over to the left, but just slightly draw the chin into the chest. So you'll feel that where the stretch targets on the right-hand side changes slightly. You might feel it go into the back of the shoulder. The scalenes, these muscles into the side of the neck. We have anterior, middle, and posterior. So good to try and target all the way round. Come back to that first stretch. So head still over to the side, but looking forwards. And then we're going to take it slightly gaze up to the ceiling. So still leaning over to the left, but just taking it into the anterior neck. And then slowly bring it back. Just come through center. Notice how that feels compared to the left side. And then right hand relaxes, left hand comes out. Drop your head over to the right. And start with just that initial stretch into the left side of the neck. Reaching the left fingertips away. Opening into the side of the neck. Keep the breath going. Gentle rise and fall in the chest. And then keep the lean over to the right. So keep the neck side bending over to the right, but just slowly bring the chin in. So that stretch goes round into the back of the neck. Feel the back of the neck open and lengthen. And you might feel that go all the way to the top of the shoulder blade. And then slowly bring it back to center. And still leaning over to the right, just look up to the ceiling. You can lift the chin slightly to exaggerate that front stretch. And then slowly come back to center. Take the hands to both knees. Inhale, lift the chest forwards, pull the shoulders back, gaze upwards without creasing the neck. Exhale, arch and round. Inhale, rock forwards on the seat bones, draw the shoulders back, open wide across the collarbones. Exhale, arch and round. Go for two more. So inhale, lift through the front of the body. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift through the front of the body. And exhale, round. And then settle somewhere between those two. Take the left fingertips out to the side, reach the right arm up, take a big side bend over to the left. And we're just going to move between both sides, so keep it fluid. So inhale, lift back up. Exhale, take it over to the right. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, lift back up. Over to the right. Inhale, lift up. to the left, 2 more each side. Starting with this left side, lift up to center, take it over to the right, and then we're going once more each side. So up to center, over to the left, up to center, and over to the right. All the way up, reach both arms up to the sky. And then just take a seated twist. So left hand behind you, right hand comes across to the left knee. Be on the fingertips of the back hand. Inhale, lift all the way through the spine. Exhale, draw that left shoulder back to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. We're taking it slow, 8 more breaths. So inhale, think about making space and height. Exhale, twist. Twist all the way down through the center body. Breathe in and out. Pull that left shoulder back. That's 5. 5 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the left shoulder back. Bring the right shoulder round. Three more. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, lift both arms up to the sky. Reach really tall as you come through center. And then exhale, take it over to the other side. Might feel really stiff to start with. Pull that right shoulder back. Breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out. Draw the right shoulder back. Let the whole body twist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. All the way in. And all the way out. All the way in. And out. 4 more breaths. Use the inhale to lengthen. Use the exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last big breath. And exhale. Come back to center. Just take a bit of a wriggle through the body. So roll the shoulders around. Breathe in, reach both arms up to the sky. And then breathe out, bring the body forward. So just stretch the hands forwards, let the chin come into the chest, reach as far forwards as you can. And then just the fingertips to the floor. So you're lifting the heels of the hands. You're going to breathe in, lift the upper body, look forwards, and breathe out, try and go further forwards. So probably got the gist of it, but inhale, you're lifting. Exhale, you're folding. Inhale, we're lifting. Exhale, folding. 3 more. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Final breath here. And exhale. Walk the hands back. Lift yourself up to a seat. Take the hands behind the back. Last exercise before we come to all fours. Pull the elbows back. Open the chest. Exhale, arch them round. Try and touch the elbows together. Inhale, lift. Space into the side of the waist. Exhale, round. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last two. Exhale. Last one. Make sure there's as much space as you can gather between the elbows, so really open them out. And then round. From there, we're going to come forwards, bring your hands forwards, step the knees back, so we're on all fours, hands and knees. Keep both hands down, keep the left knee down, keep the right knee bent, just take the right knee out to the side, draw a circle, take the kneecap to the back of the room and bring it down. Take the right knee out to the side, draw a circle, so the right knee goes to the back, and then bend it back down. 3 more in this direction, 1. So just mobilizing solely that right hip. So trying to keep the rest of the body still. 2 and 3. Once the knee comes back in, just rest there a moment. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So kick the right leg back, take the right knee out to the side, bring it back down and in. Right knee back, out to the side, down and in. For 3. Out to the side, down and in. For 2. Rotate, bring it down. For 1. Rotate, bring it down. Go to the other side. Left knee out, left knee back, bring it down. Left knee out, knee back, and bring it down. For 3. All the way round. For 2. All the way round. Last one. All the way round. Rest the knee at the bottom. Take a breath. Should have been breathing all the way through, but just take an extra breath. Knee back. Knee out to the side and down and in. Knee back. Out to the side. Down and in. Going back for 3. All the way round. For 2. All the way round. Last one. All the way round. Both knees to the floor. Tuck both toes. Stretch back into downward facing dog. Take a good while to pedal through the feet. To lengthen through the backs of the legs. Shake the hips from side to side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe all the way in. And breathe all the way out. Look towards your hands. Just rest both knees down. And then step the right foot forwards. Reach the arms up to the sky. Lift through the chest. So stay there, just slowly opening into that left hip. So just let the body weight take that hip forwards. At the same time, lifting the chest, moving forwards into that stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, take the arms back and down. Lift them all the way back up. Take them back and down. Lift all the way up. Last one. And on this next one, you're going to hold the arms up to the sky. Keep them reaching up. Bend your left elbow. Take the left fingertips down the back. Right hand comes to the left elbow and stretch that left tricep. So keep slowly moving into that left hip. Engage your left glute. So try and squeeze the back of the left hip. Breathe here for 3. 2. And 1. Slowly let both hands come forwards inside of your right foot. And then wriggle the right foot further forwards until you can straighten out that right leg. Pull the toes back to the face. I kind of like to take my right hand out and have a wider positioning through my hands. It's up to you. Just opening the back of the right hamstring. So really emphasize pulling the toes back to the face. Breathing in and breathing out. Pulling navel to spine. It's funny that the kids are back and they've obviously all just finished a school club because it's late, but I can hear so many kids out in the park and on the fields just down the road. We've had it so quiet recently. Now you notice the smallest sounds. Okay, now bring your left hand also over, or if your right hand isn't, you want both hands to come over to the right. So there's a bit of a stretch here into the left side of the body, reaching over. It will also intensify the stretch down the back of the right leg. Breathe here for 5. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly bring your hands back inside. Just let the hands take the weight. Bring the right knee back next to the left knee. And then just switch that over. So bring the left foot forwards. Reach the arms up to the sky. And open through that right hip. So just let the body weight go forwards without dropping all the way forwards, but squeeze that back glutes on. And then slowly just move into the right hip. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Take 3 more here. So it takes some time to come into the tissues, front of the hip, then deeper around the hip. Right arm bends. Left hand comes to the elbow. And you just encourage that stretch into the triceps. So I've got my hand pulling down, breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath. Exhale. Slowly release both hands down to the top of the mat. Wriggle that left foot forward. So just keep wriggling till you can straighten the left leg and then pull the toes back. So really find that length all the way down the back of the leg. The more you push that left heel down and then try and pull it back, the more of a stretch you'll find. If you want to spread the hands out wide, then you can do so. I just think we spend so much time opening the space across the chest that we should maximize it wherever possible. Pull the waist in. And just make sure you're relaxed in the back of the neck. So just checking that there's no crease lines into the back of the neck. Keep the back of the neck nice, neutral position. And then you're going to keep the left hand outside or step both hands outside of the left leg and feel more of a stretch in 2 places. 1, into the outside of the right hip, but 2, it also intensifies that stretch beneath the left leg. Breathing here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly bring it back. Take that left knee back next to the right knee. Push both hands down, tuck the toes, stretch back into downward facing. And again, just moving through the legs, pedaling through the feet, breathing in and breathing out. Take your knees wide to the yoga mat Point your toes back, sit into a deep child's pose. So by deep, I want you to take the knees so wide that you're really sending the belly between the thighs rather than being on top of the thighs. So try and bring the body down in between the thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. Try and relax down through the forearms. Relax down through the hands. Breathe big, deep breaths into the belly. So fill the belly. Expand the rib cage. Soften the back of the shoulders. Relax into the jaw. Relax around the eyes. Breathing in and breathing out. Take one more breath. And exhale. Rise up to all fours. But when you come back from child's pose, I want you to keep the knees a little bit wider than you normally would. So you're a bit firmer through the lower body, a bit more stable. Take your left hand, one hand further forwards. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Open the chest to the right side of the room. And then as you exhale, take the right hand, thread underneath and reach for the left side. Just going to move with the breath to start with. So 4 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread through. And on this one, if you can, rest the right arm down to the floor, rest the head, and stretch your left hand to the top of your yoga mat. So the hips are lifting back like they would be in a downward dog. There's this length through the spine. Stretch around the back of the right shoulder. Length down the left side of the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Final breath here. And then we're going to lift back up. Place both hands down. Just take a cat-cow in between those 2 points. And then neutral spine. Right hand comes a little further forwards just to make space beneath the right side of the body. Left arm lifts up to the sky. Open the chest. Exhale, take that left arm, reach it through. Inhale, lift up, open. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, lift up. Exhale through. Last and biggest one. And then take that through. Rest down to the left arm. Relax the head. Reach your right fingertips forward. So they're reaching to the top of the yoga mat. Stretching through that right arm. Sending the hips up and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. All the way in. All the way out. One more breath. Exhale. Walk the hands back. Take both hands down to the yoga mat. Tuck your toes, stretch back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. All the way in and all the way out. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee. Imagine you have a marker pen or a paintbrush on that right kneecap. Draw some big circles with that right knee. So the same as we did on all fours, just more space to mobilize here. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot next to the left foot. Take the left leg all the way up and back. Bend the left knee and draw big circles with that left hip. So just mobilize, drawing circles for 3, 2, 1. Hannah and Alison, I think I'd assume you think we started at 6:30, but join in now, and then we'll you can just have a little wriggle after. So come all the way down, lie on your back, and bring the knees into the chest. So just have a rock from side to side. You can, Alison and Hannah, you can kind of start this now and then do maybe 10 minutes or something afterwards. Or we can run for an extra 10 minutes. Anna and Helen, if you have to dash at 1:45, I won't be offended. Just let yourselves out. Straighten the left leg, keep the right knee into the chest, and then just start to draw some circles with that right knee. So rolling circles into that right hip. If you find little sticky spots or tight spots, you might kind of squeeze the knee in and then continue to draw those circles. So it doesn't have to stay exactly the same pattern of movement. And then just take them the other way, just rolling the other way. Just notice if your left leg is actually fully relaxed. You want to try and relax through that left side as much as you can. And then take your right arm out to the side, pull that right knee all the way across the body, try and bring it down towards the floor so you get a full stretch through that right side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, try and sink the right shoulder down. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Bring that right knee back. And then keep the right knee in nice and close, but just kick the foot to the ceiling. So you've got quite a nice bend in that knee. Take your first 2 fingers and hook around your right big toe. You're going to keep that knee as bent as you need it. If you have the mobility to straighten that right leg, you can straighten it. And then you're going to let the left arm fall out to the side. So super glue that left arm down. And slowly, I can't take it very far because the wall is in the way, but slowly take that right leg out to the side. And there's tension through the arm, so it might just be hanging in space. Breathing in and breathing out. Try your best to make that left side of the body heavy so it doesn't lift up as you take the right leg over. Another big breath here. And then come back, bend that right knee into the chest once more. And then stretch the right leg out. Give the right leg a shake. Just notice the difference between both sides. Bring the left knee in. Just kind of massage from side to side through that left hip. So drawing circles or rocking side to side. Or maybe holding and just pulling, whatever you need to really stretch around the outside and the side and really compress through the front of that hip. And then we're keeping hold with just the right hand. Let the left arm fall out to the side. Guide that left knee all the way across the body. If you can, keep the left arm down. Twist through the spine. Knee moving over to the right side. So the full twist through the spine. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 2 more breaths. And then come back to center. Keep that left knee pulling in so it's nice and close. And then kick the left foot up to the sky. Take the first 2 fingers, grab around with your big toe, and take that left leg slowly out to the side. At the same time, drop your right arm out. Let your right leg be heavy. So slowly lengthening that left heel away. Stretching through the left thigh. Breathing in and breathing out. All the way in and all the way out. Slowly come back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. Take the hands on the knees. Bring both knees in nice and close. Then take them out to the side and let the knees move away. Bring them back into the chest. Take them out to the side and move away. So drawing circles with the knees. So there's a symmetry between the circles. They're mirroring one another. Then we're going to pause and take them the other way. And then, you know that thing you used to do when you're little where you see if you can pat your head and draw a circle on your tummy or whatever it is, where you work in opposite directions. Now hold the knees still and take them in opposite directions. So I want the circles to move in opposite ways. So you have to think about that movement a bit more. Notice which way they're both going. So which is going up, which is going down. Pause in the middle and change direction. Three more, 2 more, 1 more. Bring the knees in. Soles of the feet kick to the ceiling. Hold either for the ankles or the feet. Bend the knees nice and deep. So the knees need to be wider than the ribs, otherwise the ribs are going to get in the way. And then from here, see if you can kick the heels away. So the legs probably won't straighten. They don't need to straighten. But just by kicking them away, feel that tension down the backs of the legs. Pull the shoulder blades down. And then cross the legs and with a little bit of a rock, come all the way up to a seat. We're going to take the right leg out nice and wide. Bring the left foot in. And we're going to take a twist across. So coming to the left, right hand to the left knee, left shoulder pulls back. So really open your chest to the left side of the room. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Draw that left shoulder back. Don't have to turn the neck all the way around, but try and turn the chest around. Okay, and then come back to center. Look towards the right toes. Just pull the right leg back slightly so that you're more comfortable to fold forwards to the right, and then lean into that. Relax the weight of the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Soften through the jaw. Relax around the eyes. Relax through the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in And breathing out. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then slowly lift yourself up. Keep the left leg where it is. Bend your right knee and point the toes back behind you. So make sure that foot isn't sticking out to the side, but instead the toes point back. Left hand comes to the floor, right arm reaches up to the sky, and then lift the hips up and lean back. So push the hips forwards, open through the hips, reach your right fingertips as far back as you can for 3. Keep reaching for 2. And 1. Slowly bring it back down. And then take your right hand over to the right, reach your left arm up, and you're trying to side bend and internally rotate that right thigh. So it might feel a bit kind of restricted, a bit blocked, but it's just because it's quite an awkward twist through the hip. Slow it down. And then lift all the way up. Take both legs out and just give both legs a little bit of a shake. And then bend the right foot, bend the right knee, sorry, bring the right foot to the left inner thigh, twist over to the right, so pull that right shoulder back. 6 breaths, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in, all the way out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So you're drawing that right shoulder back. Head doesn't have to go all the way back, but chest wants to open to the right side of the room. And then come back to center. Look over to the left foot and then kind of pull the left thigh back a little and lean. I think Stu's just making as much noise as he can whilst he makes dinner on the other side of the room. I can hear it. Fold forwards, all the way forwards. I hope you can't hear it as loud as I can. Should be very grateful. Relax through the shoulders. Relax through the back of the neck. Soften through the jaw. Soften around the eyes. Breathe into the belly. Take some time to let the back of the leg really stretch out and open. Two more. And then slowly walk yourself back up. Bend that left knee, point the toes back. And you're going to take your right hand out to the side. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Lift the hips, so drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes on, reach those left fingertips as far back as you can. So reach the left fingertips back and allow that to open through the chest, through the shoulder, all the way in and all the way out. All the way in, all the way out. Slowly bring it down. Take your left hand out to the left side of the room, reach your right arm up and over. So it can be awkward into that left hip. Breathe here. So try and think about stretching open through that right side of the rib cage. So lifting through that right side of the chest. And then come back to center. Take both legs out and give them a shake. Just give them a wriggle around. And then take your hands behind your back. Lift your hips and scoot the hips forwards so the legs go wider out to the side. And then lean the body forwards. So just slowly come forwards. Just as far as you can. Doesn't have to be super far. Just leaning, tilting the body forwards. If you can rest the elbows down, then do rest the elbows. If you're not quite there and you're on hands, just let the head bow forwards. For you to be able to kind of pour the body weight forwards rather than feel like you're holding body weight in space. Breathe in for 5. Exhale all the way out. Breathe in for 4. All the way out. For 3. Relax through the hips for 2. And 1. Slowly come up. Bring the legs together. Cross the legs, so find a comfortable seat. Take your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, reach the knuckles back, breathe in, lift the chest, and then lift the chin as well. So really open out through the throat, through the neck. If it's not too restricting, take 3 big breaths here. Really reach the knuckles back. So you're trying to stretch the knuckles further back. And then let that go. Bring the hands, place them onto the knees or the thighs, close the eyes. Take a big breath in all the way to the top of the lungs. Sigh out, nice and loud. Take 2 more like that. Breathe all the way in. Sigh all the way out. Breathe all the way in. Sigh all the way out. Bring the hands into prayer heart center. Thank yourself for making some time to come and practice. And thank you for joining me.